Okay, we're recording, John.
Yeah, okay, we're recording. Yeah, like you were saying, you never read up on a video before. What was that about?
I said I was never going to do another video again, but now it's like, hey, why don't we do another video? Talk about the stuff we've picked up recently, and it's like, oh.
By the way, we've been recording ever since I sat down. Yeah, we're really recording right now.
That is awkward.
So, hey guys, this is Maniac, joined by Twitch with GameAccess.net. And we decided we wanted to do something really special for you guys because we did something we hadn't done in quite a while, actually, and it was a lot of fun. We had a blast tonight. We basically went on a game hunt. We were going just huge. We brought like a big load of games. We got some deals. We got some pretty good deals on some of this stuff. Some of this stuff we were just lucky enough to find. So we wanted to actually share this with you. In fact, you were adamant about wanting to share this this with everybody. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've been inspired by a lot of people out there on YouTube talking about recent finds, and kind of think that especially when he recommended going out to find deals, said we should share that and talk about it. So why don't we?
Yeah. Okay. So the first place we went to was Best Buy. It was kind of an odd place to start. I understand, but. Actually, what was surprising was that we got the most surprising sale out of that, which is because they were selling something that I had absolutely no idea was being sold anywhere. And you'd be surprised, actually, you think, when we show it to you, wow. But I know this is out. I've seen reviews of it. It should have come out last week or the week before or something like that.
Oh, a month ago, jeez.
Yeah. I swear, since release day, no one in my area has sold this. In fact, actually, what did you tell me?
When I inquired about this game at our local Best Buy, we went to one that was not as local. I inquired about this one game. Actually, usually I ignore. Can I help you? I actually inquired and say, hey, do you have this game in stock? And the guy said, no, we have it online only. And that was what we were led to believe. This was online only,
yeah.
But. Enough hype. What was it?
Devil May Cry HD Collection. And of course, I got our respective platforms. I got, of course, this version on the PS3 because I think that you are committing sacrilege. In fact, you're making the devil cry right now. He is crying. He didn't make cry. He is crying right now that you picked it up on that platform.
No, platform of choice for me now is always going to be Xbox 360 for achievement purposes. I prefer the Xbox controller now. I think, honestly, what would be more upsetting is even on Final Fantasy 13 on the Xbox 360, for example. So yeah. That was it. But
actually, what I want to say is, I'm looking at these back to back right now. Take a look at this. The covers are actually different. I have no idea why, but you can see that. You look at this for yourselves. I mean, it does look right here. The logo is a bit more prominent. It's covering up. You can see the picture much different. It reminds me actually of the poster. Well, of course, I got a poster for these games while I was at PAX East. But that's what it looks like more. That's what the poster reminded me more of. This, I think, was more prominent because it's the Classics version, and Classics are more often on the PS3 as opposed to the Xbox 360 because we've had some exclusives.
Well, I would say, too, the Devil May Cry series, of course, started on the PlayStation platform, so, that's probably why it's like, hey, these have already been associated with the Sony platform, so why not? Whereas, I guess, too, this is the first time the original trilogy made its way onto the Xbox platform. Devil May Cry 4 would be the first one to hit a Microsoft console, of course, and then the future DMC is going to be simultaneous. There's no console exclusives anymore.
Yeah, it's over for platforms, except for first party.
But yeah, I've only played through the first Devil May Cry from beginning to end. A blast to play through. I did start playing the second one, and I was like, wow, this sucks. Like, most people agree.
Yeah, most people agree.
And Devil May Cry 3, I was like, wow, this is too freaking hard. Though, actually, not to be fair, I played the special edition, which toggled down the difficulty, and I just noticed, too, this is the special edition
yes,
of Devil May Cry 3, so hopefully no broken controllers.
It does have Virgil playable as well.
So hopefully no broken controllers will result from this, so fantastic.
Okay, so where do we go after that?
Next place we stopped by at, I guess a much smaller place, because when Maniac asked me to do Hunt for Bargains, I was kind of thinking of, hey, I kind of want to try to find some old stuff, like Genesis, Super Nintendo.
Hard stuff to find.
Harder stuff to find because I mean they really don't sell that anymore. But
at least not the places we go to.
But we did stumble across a place on the Boston Post Road in Orange, Connecticut called Game Exchange, which has nothing but used products as far as I could tell. But you know they go as far back as I think even Atari. They have a limited Atari selection. They have a good number of Nintendo games, old school Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis. But then, you know, the more recent generation you go, yeah, the more they have a good number of PlayStation games. The more popular ones, of course, less prominent because, you know, who's going to really give away a copy of Castlevania, something like that, which they did have behind glass, but... yeah, so I decided that, you know, I'm going to check out some N64 games and increase my selection by 50%. I owned only 4 Nintendo 64 games.
Now I know why I had L-Train actually do the N64 review.
But I decided that, you know, I'm just gonna buy this stuff that I thought was good because all I have is Episode 1 Racer, Mario Kart 64, GoldenEye, and Extreme G for some reason. But I figured, you know,
I thought you had Wave Race.
Yeah, Virtual Console.
Oh, yeah, Wave Race.
But yeah, so I picked up a few other ones that I believe were good. The first one would be Hybrid Heaven from Konami. I got this for $6.95. From my understanding, this is the one that's more or less a beat 'em up with a heavy amount of role-playing elements, other gameplay mixtures, which I guess is the hybrid part of the title, maybe. So yeah, I remember reading good stuff about it years ago. I think this might have been 1999, 2000, and I said, why the hell not? But then I was surprised to just see this one there because I heard this one was just a masterpiece, one of the best games on the platform. That would be Mischief Makers.
This I hadn't heard of.
Unless I'm mistaken, you can totally correct me on this, but I believe this is a Treasure game. And Treasure makes, you know, some of the most mind-blowingly awesome shooters. Gunstar Heroes, for example. So I saw this one for $6.95 as well, and I said, let's throw it in there. So, yeah, hopefully I just need to dig out my N64 at some point. But, yeah, I thought that would be...
We could do a video about those later if you wanted to.
And I think sooner we could do a video about these. I actually picked up some GameCube games. Wow. And
let me tell you, one of these games really tempted me to pick up my own copy as well.
And that game was Geist.
No, it wasn't. It was not that game.
I picked this one up, and yeah, and I'm surprised too. You know, it's a full case, which is in great condition. You know, the manual, like, this was a problem with the N64, the GameCube case, where it seems to kind of just crinkle the manual, but full manual, and the disc is in pretty darn good condition. I mean,
a little bit of scuffing.
It's kind of smudgy, but, you know, it's just smudges. So, this was only $5.95. It was Nintendo produced, one of their few M-rated mature games. I believe I remember reading this was made by N-Space, and prior to this, they were known for producing the Hurricane Ashley Olsen Game Boy games. So yeah, this is probably not a very memorable game, but I said, why the hell not? And it's progressive scan compatible. Woohoo!
And actually on the Wii, there's actually a cool feature. Originally, you had to on the GameCube. That, in fact, actually, I gave you my my progressive scan cable that I had because I bought a GameCube that didn't actually support it. Those were rare. You can only get those through Nintendo. Now, if you have a Wii that has backwards compatibility, at launch, if you have a progressive scan cable already installed, it'll just ask you to switch it on, which is so much easier.
We could try to do an actual GameCube video too later, but I guess so. This was the one that actually tempted Joe. This Maniac. This was the.
Don't ever use my real name.
I said Joan.
Oh, okay. That's a fake real name. Okay.
This was the first of the infamous Capcom 5. PN03, product number 03. This was the only one to of the 5 games to actually remain a GameCube exclusive. And yeah, same deal. You know, the box is in pretty good shape. It's got the manual, which is in good shape, and yeah, the disc. I can't see just like a little smudge on it, but flawless otherwise. So. Yeah, that was the most expensive at $10 used, but not a bad deal.
So, after that, I went around and we actually made a stop at GameStop. But I know you're saying pretty interesting, but I actually found it something I was looking for. Trust me, I've been looking for this for a while. I have a Model 2001 PSP, and it's ever since I got it, the battery was completely dead. And I have been looking for a replacement battery for this thing for pretty much next to forever. And I wouldn't trust buying one online because I was always concerned, even if I bought one brand new, it would just ship to me completely dead and unchargeable. So I actually found a GameStop, $20 new, with a PSP 2000 or 3000 battery. Now the trick to some of these things are, if you have a PSP, there are 3 different model PSPs, not including the PSP Go. 2 of them, the 3000 and the 2000, take a 1200 mAh battery. I don't know what that stands for, milliamps, I have no idea. But if you have a Model 1, it takes a 1600. They are not cross-compatible. Now I have a PSP Model 1, it still works, the battery is still fine on it. I couldn't just take that battery and bring it to the other model, I had to actually use it in the new one. There is also a really high capacity one, I believe it's a 2200 model mAh or whatever, which is supposedly compatible with all of the things. It requires a separate backing though, but it comes with, if you buy it new, it'll actually include that special backing with it. The reason why I was still kind of concerned, even though this is sealed, it still might be completely dead, but the GameStop guy assured me that they would take it if it won't accept a charge. He still told me that they would take it, no questions asked, at any GameStop, so I could just return the thing and get my money back or get it towards a pre-order or something like that. So I consider that useful. Now I can actually, because that thing had a TV hookup and I wanted to actually use the Model 2 for a TV hookup and everything else.
Find the proper cable.
Yeah, and actually for the PSPs, I didn't pick one of these up because I couldn't find it. The closest I could find was a progressive scan cable for a Go, which are not compatible with the others. But the PSP 2000 and the PSP 3000s have TV outputs, and they're compatible with either a component output or a composite output. And the funny thing is that the component output is actually cheaper because that's actually a more common cable. You can actually go out to pretty much, I mean, I remember, I didn't see either of these, but I remember seeing it at a Toys R Us not too long ago. It's local to my area. I could go to that store and buy a component cable there for like $2 or $3. I could not find a composite cable anywhere, although you could probably find it on Amazon for like 10.
So I guess speaking of Toys R Us, that was our next stop.
That was our next stop?
That was our next stop.
Okay, yeah, I picked up something at Toys R Us actually, and I'm not really proud of it, but it was really cheap. And you and I had a disagreement about this, and we'll have to figure this one out later. Green Day Rock Band, and I picked this up for $10. Now, I'm a Rock Band fan, but I stopped pretty much playing Rock Band games after Rock Band Lego. I have not played any of the Guitar Hero games since Guitar Hero 3 came out. I never played a Guitar Hero 5, Guitar Hero Legend. I never played any of those games. But you and I had a disagreement about this, and you can post a comment. I'm going to find out tonight, probably. The reason I picked this up is not because you want to play the game, but because it includes the download codes for all of the tracks that are included with it for download for play on Rock Band 2 or Rock Band 3 or something like that. But you said, like Rock Band Lego, you have to pay a $10 premium on those codes.
There should be it's a paid export code.
I don't believe it's actually paid. I don't believe that, but...
Because if I'm correct, Green Day Rock Band did include a special edition version that I believe cost $70 that had the built-in export code included.
Right.
Or something along those lines. I would hope I'm wrong and it's an easy export, but I believe that's what needs to be done. Or if you just read the box, maybe it would explain.
Okay, it says on the back, purchase a cake. Purchase a cake. It says it on the back. Okay.
Okay, so 1 point for me.
Okay, 1 point for you.
But no, I did purchase that. I think maybe for $15 or maybe like or so. Yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, it wasn't an evolution of the music genre.
I would just literally play the games in Rock Band 2.
but no, it's Green Day.
Play the
songs. Like Green Day, it's good. Green Day's good stuff, man.
Okay, so where do we go next?
I believe that was
Target, actually.
Yes.
Are you sure we didn't go anywhere else?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we went to Target next. And of course, me being a jerk. Now, I almost picked this up, FYI, and just to show you what a nerd I am, I almost picked this up at Best Buy, the first stock we actually made, but they were only selling the Greatest Hits Red Label version of this game. And I didn't want that. I wanted to get the regular non-Greatest Hits version of this. Don't ask me why. I was just being a nerd today. But you guys know, we've seen some of my previous videos, I've been on a Final Fantasy kick lately. And I did find it at Target for $20 in the bargain bin, or clearance aisle, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, and it's scuffed pretty bad too. Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, it's in pretty bad shape. I didn't notice that. It must have gotten damaged in the case. But there you have it. Disc looks fine. I think it's just the case damaged. But this is Final Fantasy 13. This is the reflective cover, so this must be a recent version of it, or the launch version of it.
No, I believe so. I did pick that up for the Xbox 360.
Enjoy your discs changing.
Yes, I will. I will.
Now that game is actually going to be reviewed by Spoonie very quickly, or very soon I should say, so be aware of that one.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets through the 20-hour tutorial, and then to actually play the with the remaining 15 hours of real gameplay. Yeah, way to go, Square.
Now, actually, I've seen in some of the cases where actually Final Fantasy 13-2 is actually also available. In fact, actually, you probably still find collector's editions of that somewhere else. But I was looking on the PlayStation Store today, and that game has so much DLC for it, it's completely unconscionable.
Oh, wow, yeah, but it's mostly costume changes.
No, there's some levels included.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, Squaresoft.
And you're right, though, it is mostly costume changes, but they're expensive costume changes at that. You're ranging anywhere from $1 to $2, or at least. And, yeah, there's levels, too, included. A lot of DLC, like tons of it.
Well, I believe Final Fantasy 13 was supposed to have DLC.
It didn't. There was no DLC.
I don't know if it's mentioned on this, or if it might have been mentioned on the Xbox 360 that there was going to be DLC, because I guess apparently they spent so much time on this game that they only used like, what, 20% or some absurd number of what actually made it into the final product, and I guess that's the root of 13-2 and maybe all the extra.
Well, there's also supposed to be the Versus 13 and everything else.
That's potentially 15, but Square denied that, so we'll see what happens.
So that was that lot that we did.
That was the most directly game.
And FYI, take a look at this. This is pretty badly damaged, but I do think that this was. I think this is just like, this is not the disc. This is like not the disc area.
Yeah, the disc would be like right there, so you should be.
What could have damaged this? This thing was in a hard case the whole time.
Maybe when it was just stuck in the shelf originally, but
that stinks.
But I think you'll be okay.
I'm gonna pay $20 for it. Okay, so
then yeah, we got nothing specifically game.
Yeah, we were going in there. I was still kind of hoping to find some games, but then I looked at all the game listings that they had, and they were mostly all used. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look for something that's not used.
This was FYE, by the way.
Yeah, we went to FYE last. And FYE is not the kind of place you would go for a deal anymore, but actually they did have some pretty cheap stuff. Yeah,
some pretty cool stuff.
You were looking mostly through the tchotchkes, and I was looking mostly through the music. And I actually found something I didn't think I'd find. And if I did, I think I got overpriced for it. But I'm actually surprised to have even found these, because they've been out for a while. 2 soundtracks, both of which I've been wanting for a while. And one I picked up because it actually did say that it included this. This is the Halo Wars bundle soundtrack. And as you can see here on the sticker, it says it actually includes a bonus DVD similar to what the first Halo soundtrack included. With it says 5.1 surround sound, selected music tracks, as well as behind the scenes videos and stuff like that. This is the reason why I bought this particular version of the CD. That having said, I did want the Halo Wars soundtrack for quite a while. It's actually got pretty good music. The other one is, of course, I've been wanting this for a while too. Probably one of my favorite soundtracks, short of the Halo 2 soundtrack. Halo 3 ODST soundtrack, which is a 2-disc set as well. That saxophone, that ending theme for Halo 3. I loved ODST. I think it's one of the best games that Bungie made.
I think so. To me, it was an apology letter for Halo 3. I didn't like Halo 3. Yeah, whatever. But ODST was quite good. So yes, I excuse for controversy. And I picked up some more tchotchkes for myself, so I guess I'll go the least game related. Just a cool V for Vendetta magnet. That reads, people should not be afraid of their governments.
Governments should be afraid of their people.
So, I might hang that up at work. Yeah. And the second thing that's really not game related, but he does have his few games. Doctor Who Sonic
And there is
Screwdriver.
a Doctor Who
It's
game
not
here.
in there.
Since you took it out, you unboxed it already.
Ooh, yay, Doctor Who keychain. Woohoo. So, that's going to be fun. And I'm going to... yeah, I think I said I was established myself as a Sega fan, and to prove that, I got a Sonic plushie. Woohoo. And it's old school Sonic. You know, his legs are a little more stubby. It's a little bit of a... it's not the longer-legged, slimmer Sonic from the recent reboots of the character. It's old school Genesis. And again, too, you can tell because it's, well, even though it's marked by the price tag, it does have the 20th anniversary and logo on it. So
it's a classic Sonic.
Classic Sonic. And the last thing I had to indulge myself on this, maybe my most expensive purchase. This is actually definitely probably HD. But I picked up a Ezio Auditore figure from Assassin's Creed. This is from the Brotherhood version, and it's one of the absurdly detailed figures. 38 points of articulation.
Who made it?
Got this was Nika or Nika. I probably butchered both pronunciations. It looks like he just has 4 different fist hand out. Actually, I guess 2. 2 different hand configurations, and he has his hidden blades. And I'm probably never going to open this because, yeah, this is not an action figure. It's a collectible. So that
you're going to be cuddling with tonight, aren't you?
This is no.
That's something you would hang up, yeah.
This is something that I'm definitely going to be hanging up. So this is going to probably be hitting my work.
In fact, I think Captain S had one of those actually.
I did see a Tails one, but yeah, I did skip on Tails. I'm a fan of Tails too, don't mind you, but had to go Sonic. I bleed blue.
Well, that was our run. If you guys can find better deals on some of this stuff, by all means tell us and we'll leave tonight or something like that. But just wanted to share this haul with you. We don't ever get a chance to hang out like this as much, and it was good to do this. We haven't done it in a long time, probably years. I don't think we've done a run like this since the GameCube days or something like that.
I think the last time to really establish how long ago it was probably when I went to pick up my Xbox 360, my first one.
Really?
I think that might have. I think we've done a few other things here and there. I remember you gave me your Mass Effect 1 pre-order because you didn't pick that up for whatever reason.
No, I had another copy.
Oh, you had another.
I had an extra. I had 2 pre-orders. I picked up one and I gave you the other.
Okay, but no, I think yeah, the Xbox 360 when I decided to buy that. Yeah, we went out and I think we both got Perfect Dark Zero.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Which
that was a mistake.
No, I stand by that.
I liked it. I mean, I liked it.
Well, it was fine. I mean, don't hate because it wasn't Perfect Dark or GoldenEye. I mean, it's not going to be. But sidetracking.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments you'd like to post up, if you have any either ideas for hauls you'd like us to do or talk about, we'd be more than happy to. Thanks again for watching, and thank you, Twitch, for being on the show and showing your face and revealing your identity to the whole world.
Yes.
I know that's been against your usual philosophy, but I appreciate you doing that and coming on the show for everyone to see. Because it's nice that people see more than just me on the show.
I guess next time we should try out these the N64 games and GameCube games. Yeah, that could be.
We look forward to that, and I'll leave you two alone. So until next time, guys, this is Maniac, and this is for Twitch. Check us out next time. Over and out. No, I keep